Hello, everybody, and I would like to thank my wonderful subscribers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of Turnabout Goodbyes. So, yeah, that's where I think we are. Okay, yeah, day 2, Turnabout Goodbyes. This is the trial part. Last time, apparently, Miles Edgeworth killed somebody. Maybe he killed somebody. We don't know that yet. We are to defend him in court. So, yeah, apparently, there was a boat murder, a murder that happened on a boat. Also, where's the volume? Okay, December 26th, 9:40 a.m., 9:44 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Let's do the shit. Molly Edgeworth. Tarma? What is Tarma? I mean, I know what Tarma is, but yeah, what do you mean? That's right, Manfred von Tarma. Okay, cool name, is that like German? He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in 40 years. How old is he, like? You start at 20, you keep going for 40 years, that's like 1, 2, 40, that's a lot. What is that, like 4? He's at least 60 years old. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case? He'll do anything to that guilty verdict. Anything. He'll even update an autopsy report before he even puts it out there. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. Good. I'm happy we're not just getting him off the hook. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Tarma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. And you're talking bad about him? That's not a good look. Saying that your mentor who taught you everything would do anything to win. Not a good sign of who you are. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me multiplied by a factor of 10. Being vicious isn't good. So you knew he was that bad, but you still let him teach you? Ugh. So, he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he decided that you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait. Maybe he planned on using you on purpose to help you out. You are way too naive. Also, you need to write this? Give me a minute. Not a chance. He hasn't lost a case once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. Those are some very nice words you have to say about your mentor. That's pretty ruthless. Yeah, pretty damn ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Except, we didn't call her that because, she felt like a person and not some sort of, large monster. We treated her like a person. Speaking of Mia, Maya? We should really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. Huh? I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? Yeah, the line went down. I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. Oh, my voice got really weird. Give me a minute. Sorry. Okay. I hope so. Ah shit, it did not work. That's weird. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Just head in. I'm having to get back over this part. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Tort. Tort room number 3. Time to get my voice back to manliness. Tort is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh God, he is old as fuck. How old is he? Oh, ew, he is not handsome up close. 65. Okay, I'll be right. Mr. Von Tarma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think I would stand here if I were not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even not the judge today. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing. Of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Wow. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. Damn. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. That is not the very middle, you're a liar. Objection to that. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Bam, bam. Then, the boat started to move. Huh? It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map of Dorothy 8 added to the tort record. Testify to the tort about the arrest. Now! Wait, Mr. Von Tarma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling the proceedings. Nah. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word objection. No, wait. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Witness testimony. The arrest of Edgeworth. A man pulled into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Oh wait, sorry. Shit. Okay, well I'm supposed to get into it first anyway. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. Right where we found Mr. Edward. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edward. Okay. Pretty sure. I see. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now! Damn. He is. Cross-examination, the arrest of Edward. You do this shit. Okay, press L. Hold it! You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said that there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Is that his voice? That was literally like a demon call. Fuck. Do I need to know more? Or like, keep it at the same, like, area? The woman and the man who told in the report are 2 different people. Obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Ah! Their testimony were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. Yana Hart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I would say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Damn. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time but detective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. Right when we found Mr. Edward. Now wait, shit. Go back. What was Mr. Edward like when you saw him? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Cold, hard, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he got his share of objections. Okay, yeah, do this. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with our prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppy talk. Nah. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective W doesn't look so good. Continue now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Okay, let's do this then. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It did not strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullet found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol, entered into the court record. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective W. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. Why is everybody mean to me today? It's my job. Oh shit. What the hell happened? Did I hit the button? Shit. Man. Doesn't it seem like Detective W is being a old maid? I bet Von Karma is feeding him yines. His testimony probably filled with landmines, waiting for me to flash. What do we do? Grit our teeth and flash, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. You're nice to me sometimes. A man told... Oh, did I do this one already? Okay, yeah. No. Okay, I heard this interaction. I really wish I could fast forward through these. Is that all? Oh hey! Okay, they give you a little counter to tell you like which statement you're on. Okay. Flash of death. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tick. Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. That's an evil laugh. That's just him doing tick. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Shit. Ah, what? Order. So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, sir, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Pistol, the murder weapon. .22 caliber. Fired 3 times. Bears print from Edgeworth's right hand. Added to the court record. Members of the court. We now have the pistol. We now have the pistol found in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yeah, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic marking. What are ballistic markings? The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. He's really sincerely. He had the demon from hell. Tit, all explain. Tit, very well, all explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Huh? Me? Okay. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprint of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed, this leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. Give me a minute. I need to do something. Sorry about that, guys. Had to do something. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. He did it. I win. I'm sorry I'm not saying much. If it was Edward, I would probably have a lot to say about, like, oh, what a dumb objection or something like that. The issue is that Von Tarma is pretty damn serious all the time. And all his words make sense. Like, the way he presented his argument is very straightforward. The only thing he's really objected to are like, oh, you shouldn't trust your opinions. I only care about facts. And then he like tells us the obvious. He like answers our questions. So it's kind of hard to like talk about him as much as Edward, because to be honest, Von Tarma is a pretty straight guy. He just says what he says. He doesn't say no or really or the defensive populations are the distortion of the truth. Von Tarma hasn't said any of that. So yeah, it's kind of hard to like, I don't know, say anything like that. Oh, order! This is bad. Yeah, no. This makes it look like Edward did it. Did he do it? We don't know that he didn't do it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes? Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, nah. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt? Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But by the way, just bang your flimsy dowel and get on with it, man. Yes. This tour will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running the tour anyway? Von Tarma. Von Tarma's running the tour. He's like the most professional, awesome person here. December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Edward, what's going on? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man is the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes. It was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I could come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any project with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything. Am I, Nick? If I can't tell my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, we need you. We need you. You help us bounce ideas off ourselves. You're good at, being another voice. No, of course I need you here. I can see that you're always trying to help. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirit. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. What, you have heart issues? From acting all serious all the time? Sorry. Whoops. Okay, that was 10 minutes. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Tarma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Yada Hart take the stand? Yada Hart. Yada Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. I like how she isn't the one who told us her name or her job. It was Von Tarma, because that is how much control he needs over the situation. He can't even let them tell us their own jobs. He has to tell us for them. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Damn, she did not look happy with you. Y'all need to learn some manners. Nah. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Witness account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. Okay. I heard this bang coming from out on the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nearly a thing on the lake but the boat. Oh, sorry, there wasn't nearly a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted into evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! Order! I will remove people from this court if I don't have order. As the witness testified, she looked at the gate when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that gate. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Damn, he is hitting hard with every point. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. How could you? He presented solid, bone-breaking evidence immediately. It's gonna be almost impossible to defeat him unless there's some proof that he's a liar or something. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? No. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You use, or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I'm gonna shave. How do I shave? Oh, options. Shave. 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 Obviously, I'm gonna choose I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Maya, if you're not good at being a severe medium, can you be a little better at observing and listening? Right, let's keep him on. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tick. Very well. I pray for your sake that this isn't a waste of time. Shit. That was hardcore what he just said. Witness account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Hold it. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Well, yes. Objection! I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Shit. Should I actually, move on? I guess this one. So you weren't looking at the 8 at the time? Nope. I looked out after I heard the noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not usually chat with the witness. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Wait, can I go back? That actually seems important. Hold it! Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Well, no, not really. The picture isn't very clear. But also, I'm not really asking about the photo. I'm asking about you. Did you see them clearly? Uh-oh. Flex Ferber. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. What? Yeah, well, of course. The witness had testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. She jumped into it. He's hiding something. Then they were their thing. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You were asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. Von Parma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? To all the ends. There was nearly a thing on the yacht but the boat. That's how you do this shit. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? The meme? You know the meme? Are you sure about that? I know it. Yeah, sure as you're totally down to be. Isn't that really so sure? That sounds pretty sure. Flex Ferber. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I stand the whole yay. Stand the whole yay. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the yacht than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Shit. Nah. Mr. Wright. The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm supposed to... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Yeah, we should help her after this, right? Okay. Shit. Jen in a boat. Then we get her bang. Oh wait, can I check something? How many times was the gun fired? 2 times or 1 time? 3 times! Present? Shit. Really? Nothing? Oh shit, I lost hell. Is that like the 2nd time that's ever happened? Okay. We did it on this one, right? Maybe I should present it on this one. Really? Oh shit. It's not that one either? Shit. Okay. Okay, how about I hit this one? Why were you camping out there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I've been taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This is all sounding suspicious. Flesh fervor. Miss Hart. Could you be more specific about your research? She keeps cutting us off. Nah. What does the witnessing motive in camping by the 8th have to do with the case? Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it doesn't really matter why she was there, unless she is the one who did it. Or, like, it's a part of the thing. The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Damn. Enough. I think we have heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. Shit. But did I use? Is this meant to happen? But Your Honor. You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outburst by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Ned, your testimony is fishy, Ned. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? Present evidence? I believe we have covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edwards, please take the stand. Hold it. Who was that? Ha, yeah, right, Judge? Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facility? I didn't know women poo, but I guess they do poo. No, I do not. You're the heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you actually looking at the egg. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Yada. Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court did not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Yada. What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edward. Enough. Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. That's not fair. It was Maya, not me. She is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Shit. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Nah. Ha! What's the difference? You are on the same side. To me, you are one and the same to be trusted. All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I want to see what happens if I choose yes. Wrong! Shit, wrong one. Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart said? She said that she clearly saw Mr. Edward. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Judge, if there was any time for you to man up, it's now. You're the judge. It's your job to judge. Now judge. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Tarma, but I cannot do it. But okay, wait, but I cannot. What? Mr. Yana Hart has made a new statement. The defense does have the right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My FA, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Maya. Damn, she asked. I cannot for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That statement. I saw clear as day the man on the boat with Mr. Edward. Wait, what about the other man? Tell me something. Tell me what his hair color was. Tell me how old he looked. Tell me how tall he was compared to the other man. Tell me details about it. What about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blindly ignore your promise. Oh wait, no, I could do better. You cannot be expected to be allowed to blindly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can. Mr. Wright, I'll have to assign you a penalty. Shit. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save. I'll have to assign you a penalty. Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't launder Maya's effort. I saw it clear. There's only one. I can't do anything with it. That's it? Okay. So there really is only one statement here. I can't really... I have to present evidence, don't I? But what? The picture, right? If this picture... Okay, here's my point. If this picture couldn't see them, why the hell could you see them? It's a camera. It has better eyes than you ever could. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You thought what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photograph. It's quite visible. The font, Miss Hart. So? This photo was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Edward? How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. Objection. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Von Tarma, I don't think that's the best look for you. You're starting to sound a bit more like Edward. Which makes sense. You did teach him everything he knows, but yeah. You're not supposed to say that. And yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Tarma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edward? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I mean, I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found the hole in the Von Tarma's carefully vague testimony. But what awaits us on the other side? You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was a bit adrift. So, once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise, I looked onto the lake, and I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. One time I'm waiting for it to fail. How Edward was seen. Okay. Why do you have binoculars? As far as I know, didn't you say you were taking a picture of, like, the stars or, like, what was it, meteor showers or some shit? Why would you have binoculars? You would need a telescope. And yes, you were doing lake watching, I guess. But what were you watching on the lake anyway? What? Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? Ah. I've got doubts about your camera too. Was it willing to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to the case. It has already proven its point. It has taken a photo. That is the only reason I brought it up. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? Well, if you believe it is, you may continue this line of questioning. But, know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yeah, who's gonna back off now? This should make it a blanket time. The tablet is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the tablet. Yeah, I heard ya. The tablet was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. No, it wasn't. It would have to be on the horizon. Yet your tablet was straight. And yet the meteor shower was happening on the horizon. It wouldn't make sense. No, wait, I'm not hitting it. Hold it. Miss Hart, what made you choose that date to photograph meteors? You know the fog that clearly fits on that date. It's not really suited to cigar gazing. Well, yeah, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too late. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Wait, I can say that better. I will not have you badgering my witness because of her childish intellect. Now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comment, please. Well, when I heard that noise, I looked on the gate with my binoculars. I don't care how many Von Tarmit objections I get. I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Okay, I actually have to pick something now. Probably not this. Probably not that. Okay, what do I actually have? The camera? Maybe it will say like how it was pointing the straight word. Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise was detected, facing the gate. Oh, that's good. Yeah. F. You were photographing shooting cigars. That's a lie. Say who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the gate. You would need to point a camera upwards to take photos of the cigars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the gate to photograph shooting cigars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? I don't know. How do I save? Oh, here we go. I don't know. Can I look at my evidence? No. Maybe. I don't know if she was like trying to look at murder. Not that. Wait. Can I check it? How do I, okay, A. Oh, I can't read it. But maybe she was there to take a picture of this dumb animal. She does look that dumb. Yes, I guess. It's the only piece of evidence that works. Maybe. I hope. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What was this? A newspaper article? She was trying to take pictures of newspaper articles? But why? Doherty. The Shining at Doherty 8. Well, Miss Hart, I've never heard of no Yate monster. You not flew for something? Yeah, see, you flew and I went down at the Yate side to photograph this Doherty. I don't know. I mean, I'm really happy that it's so easy to do that. Okay, I have Plu. I have it. Plu. Intriguing. Very well, yeah, I see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is Plu? That the witness was trying to photograph Doherty, the Yate monster. Okay? That's not Plu. That's not Plu. That's not Plu. Well, maybe. But maybe not. We just did that one. No. 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 Yawning camera. Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Facing the 8. We already know about the facing the 8 part. Oh wait, maybe it roars. Yeah, maybe Doherty roars. And yawning camera was set to hear a roar. Give me a minute. Okay, let me try it. The Plu Miss Hart is your own camera. It betrayed you. It sold you out for less time in jail. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, the photograph here was taken when a gun was fired on the 8. And in here, this article about Doherty, according to this article, Doherty made a loud noise when it emerged. Okay, I was right. Well, you were trying to photograph Doherty, weren't you? That's why you had set up your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. No you didn't, you bastard. Don't lie to yourself. Yeah, sure you did, buddy. Sure you did. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Doherty, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? Well, no, not all of us, but, thank you for the compliment. So, smart boy, I was trying to photograph Doherty. You got me. So what? Yeah, wait, why are we doing this? Huh? That didn't say what I saw, does it? Yeah, wait. That had nothing to do with this, actually. We just proved that it's unrelated. That her being there was circumstantial. So, what's the point? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were trying to hide the whole thing about Doherty for some reason. I know it. But what could it have possibly been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why do you hide the fact that you were searching for Doherty from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. and I'm gonna spot it. Witness testimony. Yana's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. What? So you're just a complete liar. You're a big fat liar, like Miss April May. But you're hot, so not even like Miss April May. I'm an investigative photo photographer. Imagine what a stupid would be if I got a photo of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard that bang, I looked straight out on the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and then I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to fly. That was a very clear testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on the case. I have to agree with him. Her job doesn't really matter as much as what she saw. Although, what does matter is the fact that she committed perjury in tort. She lied. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Objection! I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. I declare it. Von Tarman's up to something. I know it. She doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? I didn't see any notable ones. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. I have no idea in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Ha! That would be a first. Ha ha ha! Very funny. I'm an idiot. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Shit. Understood? Yeah, Your Honor. Shit. How am I gonna do this? Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. That doesn't really matter, does it? That doesn't really matter. You know what? I'm still gonna press everything. Let me save. Is this the most I've ever saved in a trial before? I'm gonna press everything because I can. Then what manner of person are you? What kind of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be told a manner of anything. Okay. An investigative photographer. Yeah. You get your photos and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking photos at my sister's graduation last year. Oh, that's nice. You have a sister? Cherish her. You never know when somebody might be gone. You never know. Then guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. What's a UFO? UFO. UFO? I don't know. Ho ho ho. Now I know. Do-si do. My old hose? Yes, I know. A UFO? Yeah, you know, unidentified flying object. UFO. Okay, that's not really how you type it, or how you say it. And that's how you would say it if it was just letters, the U, the F, and the O would make those noises, really. Okay, buddy. That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a safety basis for a career. Imagine what a stupid would be if I got a picture of that monster. Oh wait, I should go back. Is Doherty really that newsworthy? He was on the news, Phoenix. Heck yeah, they even had him on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' rumor of the month segment qualifies. That month segment was Bigfoot sighted at Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also have pictures of him in the newspaper. For real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep it moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. I like how sometimes Von Karma doesn't even talk because he knows how fucking dumb it is. Yeah, he knows that we're not going to get any information out of this. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yeah, borrowed it from a university professor. Okay, so when you do go to university, you're just not a research student. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yeah. So how many pictures have you taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding. I think the time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the Yates. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the Yates would have been swarming with competitors. Competitors, really? What, rival photographers? Is that real? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my shots. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Okay, no, it wasn't. She wouldn't object if that was the only reason. How do I do this? Okay. Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevancy to the case. Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have thought. Hold it. There wasn't much else to look at? Yeah. I don't know. If she heard a bang, she thought Doherty was out there. I kinda doubt she would waste any time looking at a boat. Yeah, I guess. What? Did I do something now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe a time brings some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush, puppy. I'm getting to it, Pop. Okay. Do I do this one? But what do I present? Wait, I should save. Shit. Witness, continue. Okay, I can't do this. I think that is... I think it's this one, maybe. Maybe it's Doherty, right? Oh, I was so focused on Doherty, I wasn't even looking at the 8. I don't know. No. Because there really wasn't anything to look at. Not the gun, not the bullet, not my badge, not really the camera, not this, maybe this. I think there's this one. Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would have looked at it. Yeah? Well, looking at you, I wouldn't say you're normal. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. You're a fucking weirdo. What? You want to step over here and say that? You were camping at that gate to take a photo of Doherty. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You would be standing the gate for any sign of Doherty. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought because you're that dumb and you probably have like ADHD. Ah! Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Doherty. Shit. What? Well? Well, now that you mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and sit down the gate a bit. I mean, Doherty might have been out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Duh. Why would she? It was a boat. She was looking for a monster. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I just, I thought I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I'd be watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photo to that. You got proof. Still, we cannot see who is shooting in this picture. Right. That's why I took the photo and... What? You took the photo and... Witness, that's enough. You had a yard day. Wait, no, I should read that better. Witness, you had a yard day. Shut your pie hole. But shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the picture and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you can't really see who the photo is shooting who. That's why she said you would ignored the photo. Okay, where is it? Where's the ignored photo? She said it will drop the quality of might, but should you gotta see who's who. She ignored the photo. Why will Von Tarma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that ignored photo shows something bad for Von Tarma in his case. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it will mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Make her show it. Miss Hart, so look at this photograph. You ignored this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that argument not been presented to the court? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me to not show it to the court in the first place. What? Von Tarma? You're Edgeworthing. Or I guess Edgeworth has been Von Tarma-ing. Shit. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Tarma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Pull out a picture of her enlarged wiener. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Oh my god, the judge, he finally become a man. Here it is. Okay, I still can't see their faces. Neither one looks like Edgeworth, though. We still can't see who is firing in this photo. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Yay photo, taken automatically on 12:25 at 12:15 a.m. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There had to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it had done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. Okay, well then why do you pretend it didn't exist half a minute ago? I suppose this means the cross-examination is over, obviously. I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Yana Hart. And none too soon. That was a fraudulent waste of my time. Mr. Von Tarma, do you have anything to add? Well, does she? I sedated everything I needed to when the trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Damn, he's good at openers and closers. Then, I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, I'm not supposed to go like this. I'm the main character. I can't use this early on. I have 2 more games. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Really bad. What should I do? What should I do, actually? Wait. Your Honor, this evidence. What? I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence, but this is the argument. I see no point in replacing our steps. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? I don't know yet. I'll come up with it later. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, he'll do nothing. I will show the judge what so strange about this photo. Wait, shit. Title that? Shit, I can't, the done. Okay, let me check my tort record. Okay. No, not that one. The other one. Oh, I don't have it anymore, I guess. Okay, I didn't even replace it. Okay. Okay, big plate from Mr. Edwards' right hand. Wait, what hand did it in? If I'm looking this way, then he would be holding it in his left hand. It's in his left hand. Right? Ah, no. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. I have evidence. Okay, yo, I do the hand. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicted another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? It touches his penis on weekends. Let me show you. I will show you the evidence the left hand contradicts. It's this one. I just did it. In my mind. That evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol with his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. And though, like Edward, I'm saying and though now, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Damn, we did it. Now that everyone in the courtroom had quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edward who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edward didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Well, that's not my job. That's the police detective's job. But I guess it's my job since I'm the main character. As we have seen, there were no other people on the yacht that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Yeah, I want to accuse Miss Clark. I don't know if she did it or not, but yeah. I don't know. Usually, the one who did it is always the witness. So I'm gonna do her. Give me a minute. Okay, everybody, get that going today. Who else but the witness, Miss Yana Hart? What? Do you have any proof of this? Proof should move only with the proof. Oh wait, I mean proof, don't I? I'll have you remember that ninja toward of y'all. Shit. Shit. Oh my god. Is that the first guilty I've ever gotten? Damn! That'd be awesome doors, though. Continue. Continue. The victim himself. There's only one explanation that remains. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order, order. So you are saying that the victim committed suicide in a boat with another person? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I am so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. He would have to do this really hard. It would be incredibly difficult to do this. He would have to do that. And that's impossible. Nah. There is no way it could have been suicide. Damn. He defeated us in one foul swoop. Order. Mr. Von Harma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Robert autopsy report. Time of death sometime on the 24th or 25th. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. I see. Well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the plate on the gun revealed the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the day. The court ordered the defense and prosecution further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. Court is adjourned. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Yanni, number 2. Woo, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Dude, I just thought you, one more day. Yeah, didn't Phoenix Wright say that most trials end in 1 day? And I managed to get you at least 2 more days of court against a prosecutor who had been winning for 40 years. You should be worshipping me at this point, you bastard. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the yacht anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that, yup. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Yup. I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh. Right? What? Tell her something for me. Thank you? What? Thank you? Thank you when I should beat him out? Yeah? Uh-huh. You didn't say anything? Tell her to watch what she said in court. Really? That's all. Would it kill you to just sedate how you really feel with a date anymore? I retracted a transcript of Yana's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Yana's deposition. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. Added to the court record. To be continued. Next time on Sunday. Okay, so that was pretty good. But yeah, I have no idea who it could be. It can't be Yana. We tried Yana. It wasn't her. So yeah. This is probably one of those situations where we will learn, like, by the next investigation day. I don't really know. But, yeah. That is... Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that Miles Edwards is innocent. Now, all we need to do is figure out who did it. We need to find proof that they did it. And we need to find out why they did it. That's our homework. But, anyway, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!